I cannot do that here.
I did something, I think.
The Helltide is not the first thing that I challenged on World Tier 3, just to kind of at least acclimate to the difficulty. I continued my Renown grind in the final act that I need for the 2,000 reward for Paragon bonus. I did a little bit of content in that. I got like about a level and maybe some change on World Tier 3 before stepping into my first Helltide. Now, if you are not playing hardcore, what you're going to want to do is ignore all that crap and jump into Helltide immediately. Helltide is not just the only place where you're going to get Forgotten Souls. Now that Nightmare Dungeons are giving so much more experience, since you're still going to need like a few hundred Forgotten Souls for any full character, it's much better that you're getting it at a point in the game where you can't really access those crazy experience scenarios. Nightmare Dungeons won't really activate those like crazy experience until World Tier 4. And while there is still some reason to do Helltides in World Tier 4, because right as you get into World Tier 4, you're going to want some of that sweet Ancestral gear, and Helltide is fantastic for gearing. Still want to do maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 on difficulty 4. On difficulty 3, you really don't have a better option. Difficulty 3, the experience for Helltide is actually pretty comparable to any other activity, so it might seem a little bit slower. The experience curve, the different levels kind of changed a little bit as a result of that, but it is still worthwhile again in Tier 4 too, just a little bit. The idea is that you do the bulk of your Helltiding, collect the bulk of the Forgotten Souls that you'll need for the lifetime of your character on World Tier 3. When you're on World Tier 3, between the levels of like, you know, high 40s to 50-ish when you want to start getting into World Tier 3, all the way when you exit in like low 60s or close to 70, or maybe actually at 70 if you're playing hardcore. I haven't quite made up my mind when I want to move on to World Tier 4 for this character, but I suspect it is going to be around level 65 or so. Again, you're going to want to get the bulk of the Helltide done on World Tier 3. Even though it might be a little less experience than another activity, it might not be. It is just the most efficient way to source those Forgotten Souls later for the character power. Now, Helltide can be pretty challenging. There are some pitfalls, as you've seen. I've died in here. The meteors, as you saw there a second ago, are a really big risk factor. The meteors can actually drop when your character is climbing up and down from cliffs, so you can actually die from meteors. Like you might be playing like a Sork, and it's like, hey, if I'm about to die, just press the flame shield and go immune, or I use a health potion. Actually, when you're climbing a cliff, you can't do that. Okay. So what you really need for a new reason now, one that I just mentioned, is the bubble legendary aspect. The 90-second cooldown immunity bubble that will actually save you from a double tap of meteors when you're going up and down the stair in a Helltide. Okay, sounds really stupid, but the more that I play hardcore, the more I feel there is a lot of value in that aspect, and I highly recommend it for you guys. So a few things are happening on the screen now, and I kind of wanted to talk about the evolution of the build. When I first made my first hardcore Necromancer, the idea was that it was going to be a Bone Spear Necro where I would still use a full array of skeletons in order to give me resources, tankiness, corpses. Pretty similar to the first Necromancer build guide I put out before the game launched, but leaning more into relying on Bone Spear for the damage. The minion survivability and their utility has actually been very good now that we've played throughout the game through, but their damage does seem to struggle to keep up with other builds, and Bone Spear's damage is actually exceeding maybe almost all other builds. So it made sense for me to do that build, but as I played hardcore, as I just missed the minion playstyle more, I think there is a reason to play full minions in hardcore, and that reason is as follows. Even though Bone Spear builds are definitely going to be better in like high world tiers and bossing perhaps, most of the content that you do in hardcore is the same level content. So you're going to have kind of different requirements of the character that you make in hardcore than you make in softcore. In softcore, your aspirational goal is to do nightmare dungeons that are really high level, approaching level 100, if not level 100, and, you know, having the joy of killing world bosses in mere seconds. In hardcore, you're going to be happy if you kill world bosses at all, and you're never really going to step into content that has a chance to one-shot you, which means you're probably not going to do nightmare dungeons over level 70, because there's no real reason to. The main goal of playing hardcore is just kind of exploring the game, creating a build as you go, and making it work. Just the joy of playing Diablo IV, more or less, but also the main accomplishment, and one that we've even outlined with the Little Challenge for the first 1,000 just making it to level 100 and not dying in the process. A job I had thoroughly failed on my first Necromancer. Now, seeing as this is my second, I took this notion in greater regard and thought that a pure minion build would actually be a lot stronger. And the idea is that a pure minion build, your minions are still going to be there even if you're like disconnected. This is one of the very best builds in the game if you have lost the control of your character for like 10 seconds. Most of your damage will still be happening, even though you often need your minions to attack. You have to use like a skill. If your character is being attacked, your minion will react to it. If your character gets attacked, you don't need to actually specify until your minion counters that other attack. That's very important. If you really focus on it, you can actually get a lot of passive damage off of your minions. So we're not talking about Ring of Them Down builds here, where, yes, you do like crazy damage, but you actually need to use your character to strong the Ring of Them Down, so it can be quite a challenge sometimes. Look at that inventory. That's a post-first Helltide inventory. Jesus. That inventory, that's as many legendaries as I found on this character. I just found it in the last hour in my first World Tier 3 Helltide. Absolutely insane. But yes, the minion-based Necromancer, you're just going to have that power in the AFK. I'm also going to be using Bone Storm. I'm going to be using Bone Storm with the Shielding Storm aspect, which gives me a 5% of my life barrier each time it hits. It counts the golem's hits, and I'm actually seriously thinking of using the aspect that makes shadow damage and has it do shadow damage over time. It takes Bone Spear's hits and multiplies them by 3, because the shadow damage keeps going over 2 seconds. So you get far better disobedience stacks and far more barrier count per second. And I think dropping these wizard aspects from the whole Mage's Forum for a number of reasons that I think I might discuss in a different video once I have a bit more experience for it. But the idea is, if I'm like AFK or if I'm disconnected, if I'm attacked, my minions will counter. If I have Bone Storm up and I'm attacked and I disconnect, I'm probably just not going to take any damage because, well, the Bone Storm is going to keep doing barrier. The other aspect of the build is that you really want to use a sight. Even though I'm using a sword, it's just a matter of opportunity. even though you might have goals to use certain items, certain stats, certain legendaries, certain uniques perhaps in Diablo 4, you're still playing the game based on what opportunity gives you. You're still playing the game based on what you happen to find. And I happen to find a sword that was quite good, and actually hadn't even found a scythe yet that matched it, even though scythes do more damage for minions. Minions have a set attack time, so it doesn't matter if you use a 1.2 wand or a 2.9 scythe. They'll still attack at the same rate. But if you use a scythe, they'll do more damage because the base damage of the scythe is much higher than any other weapon because it is the slowest, and the thing that is compared item to item for balance in Diablo 4 is the DPS. So what that actually means is a scythe of the same DPS compared to a two-handed sword will do 11% more damage because of the item itself. Now, sword can get crit multiplier, but your minions only get 30% of that, and you only get 30% of the crit. It's actually extremely hard to do meaningful damage to crit. Playing a Ring of Men down build, that changes completely for a multitude of other reasons. But if you're playing a full minion build, you're going to want to use a scythe. So how does that tie into hardcore survivability? Simple. Scythes have lots of life on kill. Like a lot. Like hundreds of life on kill. And also, you can socket it with skulls. You might be thinking, what are you talking about? Socket it with skulls? Is there anything better on a Minionmancer? The answer is no, there is not. You can use like crit damage against vulnerable or crit damage against crowd control, but both of those things don't really have much of an impact on your minions, especially if you're not scaling crit to begin with, which I am not. So we're going to socket skulls in the weapon for even more life on hit. We might even go through like 400 life on kill. The thing about that is your minions get your life on kill, and it makes a very noticeable difference. In fact, it is not something that you might think it works, but if you pay close attention to it, you'll see that it makes a massive difference. Even using a sword, which I am, the skull and the sword giving a small heal as you get kills makes a really big difference. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like multiplied by like damage mods. I don't know if skeletons' survivability is weak just because they have like no health. Very possible. But it makes a really big difference. It means that your minions will constantly be alive if they're killing. It means that if you disconnect it, you're constantly healing if your minions are doing enough damage to kill the things around you. And again, I think that, combined with the fact that I'll also be using the immunity bubble legendary aspect, is going to make this one of the very best characters for surviving same level content, especially when the servers lag or I'm getting disconnected. So that is the goal, that is the journey, and I wanted to just quickly go over the skills that I'm using. So we're using the skeletons, we're using both skeletons, we're using corpse tendrils, 5 out of 5 corpse tendrils. I think I have like 5 CDR on my helmet. And we're using Decrepify. We're not using any damage skill besides Bone Storm, and Bone Storm only activates minion engagement, minion combat when you first press the button. You can't just run into Smog. If you get attacked, it's triggered. The golem gets an attack in with the button, that will trigger it, but you can't always do that. So the goal of the build is to have Decrepify on everything. In the last patch, they changed it so when you curse something, your minions engage combat. Now, it works, but it doesn't work. What am I talking about? If you curse something like in the top left or right corner of your screen, your minions will not go to it. You need to be somewhat close, especially when it comes to the top corners, when you curse for your minions to engage. This is different than using like Bone Spear. You can use Bone Spear to hit enemies in the top corners of your screen, so more than an effective screen away. You can do that, and your minions will engage them. So it's not as good of an engage skill as like Bone Spear, but honestly, it's pretty good. It's good enough, I would say. I think the character has been working out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. I am spamming the curse like crazy, because I'm still using the Cold Mage's ability to give you 2 essence when they hit with So I'm using 2 essence when cold mages hit, and I'm going to be stacking attacks. The goal is to get the attack speed legendary aspect on the 2-handed, double it, because attack speed is king. And it also affects the golem, and if you've been watching these videos, this is going to be a build that's going to be having a lot of its damage come from the golem. Diablo 4's first Golemancer is currently in the works. So we have Decrepify, everything's going to be Decrepified. The Decrepify cooldown reduction and stun proc based off of your lucky hit, so you're going to want to have some lucky hit. But because we're scaling attack speed, I'm going to use 3 cold mages with the aspect and the amulet. We're going to be stacking additional attack speed on the Paragon tree for the golem, and the golem's base attack is a cleave. We're hoping to have enough cooldown reduction for full Bone Storm uptime, constant tendrils as the only source of vulnerable, and Blood Mist on demand. Okay, so Blood Mist is the last one there. It's kind of the emergency button. We have the Golem button. We're using the Golem with the 10% extra health and extra Thorns. Thorns just helps with... Actually, I'll talk about Thorns in a second. And that helps with the taunt, so we have the CC from the Stone Golem, and we have the Bone Storm for a number of uses as well. Sure, let's just quickly touch about Thorns. So, I didn't know how much Thorns I want to put in the build, but every Necromancer build should have some Thorns if you're using the Curse, because Thorns damage, if it's you or your minions, can cause lucky effects. So actually, quite a lot in some cases. I actually have 3 points in the Thorns passive. I don't plan on using a shield. I don't plan on using Razor Plate. I think the opportunity cost of the defensive stats, if you're using those option Razor Plate, it's not going to happen. For a shield, I don't want to use a 2-hander. I don't want to use a life on kill. I don't want to use the double with the attack speed on the aspect. So I only want to pull trigger on those, okay? But Thorns is quite good in general. But you don't want to play a Necromancer fully on the Thorns. The legendary aspect for Thorns that has a chance to make your Thorns damage pop in a radius around you, like AoE Thorns, that one's really good. It's kind of the core of the Thorns build if you're playing a Barbarian. Now that aspect actually works for Necromancers, but not for the Necromancer minions. So it's actually really bad. Now, it does make it that Thorns is still pretty useful in a few ways, but it makes it that you don't really want a build fully on Thorns. Also, Decrepify is ridiculously strong for minions. Corpse Tendrils is just ridiculously strong, so you're going to use that. It's one of your main sources of vulnerable if you're playing minions. So if the mobs are crowd controlled, there's no Thorns happening at all. Okay. But still, I think Thorns is pretty good, and this is why. There is one moment in the game where you and your minions are getting completely wrecked, and you're about to see one of those moments right here, perhaps. Maybe not, I killed this pretty quick. And it's when your minions are getting, like, crowd controlled and hit with, like, AoE mortars and that kind of stuff. Your minions will not avoid crowd control. There's no way to make anything besides your golem unstoppable, so your stuff is getting crowd control like crazy. That is when a Necromancer, that's when a Minion Mancer is at its weakest. When your Necromancer and its minions are at their weakest, Thorns is a fantastic spell. Because if you're scaling and pelted by mortars, having any amount of Thorns with all the splash hits, could actually kill some of the forces, and you can do some damage as opposed to no damage. So, in my experience, Thorns is a good stat for a minion-based Necromancer, but you really don't want to make an entire character based on that affix, let's say. Except maybe for PvP, but that'll be something else. That might be another video. For now, hope you guys enjoy the continuation of the
your essence.
Yeah, I'm loving that new item. Causes my corpse explosions to run off and blow up for 35% extra damage. I swapped out of tendrils for corpse explosion, and because mobs were just running in, they're going to run through a lot of shadow dots. Okay. I feel like I've got so many standstill come on top of me, drop massive corpse explosions which charge off and hit, put shadow dots on the ground, multiple shadow dots, and then I can do bone storm. I can do a tremendous amount of damage and then throw in the bone spear damage. Jesus. Jesus. Oh my god. I thought that was something there. What have we got here? Is that a shield? Yes. It's a head. Please take me back to the main place, I'm hoping. Oh, lost items have been sent to my stash? What the hell?
Not while I'm in town.
Always smart to buy surprise inventory.
Let's get us up to 2 million.
Unusual, but a good addition to my wares.
Oh my lord. Starting at 1500 damage. Jesus. Okay.
Well, I would like that. Blessings on you, friend.
Oh god, what?
This thing looks like it's been through a damn action.
I'm not sure what veiled crystals. Oh. Okay. Where'd that go? I'll destroy that because it's... God, that would be good. Let's just put that in there. That can go. Let's hold on to that. Let's hold on to that, and let's hold on to that for the moment. I'm really enjoy. I'll come back to you because I'm really enjoying this here. My God, I've got things to do to that one, so we'll come back for that in a second. Damage. Yeah, damage is ridiculous. Alright, let's get rid of that dungeon. Testing out this new item. And it's tough when you get all that loot and not all of it's really usable. Will it be only good in open environments? Oh. Wow, it's like I've got it's like I got, hang on, where was that? Battle hard. I wish this would put this in order. Where is it? Magic glyph? What glyph am I using? Plus 1% to minion damage. Might be. Control, darkness, and better. Golem. Every 5 pictures in it. Oh. Yeah, okay. Get my boys all healed. Wow, that took a long time. Love it. Boy, you play Necromancer.
Lack the required essence.
Wow, there's so much going on the screen. I love it. Heal up, boys. Heal up.
Please! Let's get out of here! We came here to purge this evil. But now... I can't leave my friends here. Not like this.
Why are you all you?
We can't do it alone.
Why are you?
Take this, my friend. It's not much, but I hope it helps.
Here. Something for your troubles.
Always. Oh, did I lose the other chick, did I? Oh, sacred out. Wow, how far does it go? Absolutely love it. Corpse tendrils is good. But before I got this, I was just trying corpse explosion. And now I've got this, that. And the fact they basically turn into a minion and charge off. Wow. Oh, that was tough. Mostly because I go to move and I'm targeting mobs and it won't move for me. But it's okay. We can work it out. Oh my lord. The gear. Alright, there's a test. Oh. Oh, absolutely. See, that did what I wanted. My guys are geared up to drop a lot of corpses. My blood got my bone golem is again takes damage. He'll drop more. He'll drop more corpses, and by this sacred this item, when I do corpse explosion, instead of exploding, it'll summon a volatile skeleton who charges at a random enemy. And seeing how there's only one, can't get random, and they're all he just more bodies all randomly, and they're all dropping dots, just doing tremendous amount of damage. Might even mean to change the build altogether. Boys did well. Okay, and we've picked up some other loot, but we'll go back to town and we'll sort it out. I'm not sure how long I've been streaming for. An hour, yeah. We've got to go spend some money. Oh god, where am I going? And I want to have 2 million gold. Okay, blues.
Well, I would like that.
Is that the...
Unusual, but a good addition to my wares.
Good addition? Okay.
Always smart to buy surprise inventory.
Okay, that ring. I could do something with that ring. I like that shield.
Always smart to buy surprise inventory. Well, I would like that.
There's that.
Death. What do we got here? Oh my god. What is my head doing here? I lose a... What out to life kill? 121. Makes me pretty tanky, but offensively that can make me ridiculously even more powerful. I'm not doing a lot. I am doing a bit of bones. Oh god. Alright, we've got dilemmas. Just getting used to a... I want to do something with you, so we'll put you there. Whack you in here. Okay, do we have a ring? We don't have a ring that does that. If I put that helm on and I replace that ring, because what was this other ring doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, this ring. Okay. Okay. There's an enchanter. There's a jewel crafter. Okay. Oh, that's this. Okay. Can I add a socket? Oh, I can. Cold damage, physical damage. That's actually pretty good. If we upgrade that, is it cheaper to upgrade this? It may be.
Not while I'm in town.
Oh dear. Flesh-rending aspect. After the kill spawns. Jeez, that's actually pretty good. I gotta fit that in somewhere as well. Maybe on a pair of pants, if I can. Okay, close. Stern. Okay. Oh, I thought I had that ability. Oh no, I've got 2 of those. Okay. So that is a massive. That is a massive thing that I'd like to replicate. When Bone Storm goes up, each time the Bone Storm damages an enemy, gain a barrier equal to 4% of your life. So what's 10% is 100. Oh, hang on. Let's just make that 1700. So 10% is 170, 90. But that's each time, and that could be a couple of hundred or more. Yeah. That's a bloody good head. It's got life, return. Okay. Okay, let's just... That's not bad either. If I wanted to put... Hang on. I've got that combination. Oh, no, because then we're going to have to... Okay, so I've got 2 of those. Increase duration for an extra 6 seconds. But I don't have...
want work done. Let's get started. Good business and fortune to you.
Alright, attack power goes up just putting in that weapon without any... Slow damage extra 35%. Jesus. Okay. Shush. Doing it for survivability. I know that's probably the wrong things, but we can always...
Rare to have something so fine.
Okay, I'm low on that. Alright. Geez, that burned through everything pretty fast. Put you there. I'd swap that out and put what's on that each time the bone storm damage, because then it'd give me peace of mind. Because I can be quite tanky when that's all up. Okay. Where's my portal? Back in the nightmare dungeon. Back in the dungeon. I was like, where is that portal? Waste of time. Alright, let's head over to here. Let's mark these suckers. Did he kill him? Let's give that a shot. See what that does.
I'm low on essence.
Oh, I love it. Well, that was a quick. Oh yeah, I haven't even thought about Bones Field is behind Echoes. Oh, okay. Oh my god, he just exploded. Oh my lord. Those people down there looked at me funny. Let's go kill them. Oh, I just absolutely love this incredible build so far. Lost a little bit of my tankiness with Bone Storm, but we'll see how it... Oh my god. Just gotta remember to keep my Bone Storm up. My Bone Spear, sorry, Bone Spear. Wow, is another Helltide up? No, not yet. I haven't got time to do a dungeon. This way.
Fair trade. You can take what's left. Let's put salvage.
Alright, so we got new additions. My bone spears behind echoes as it travels at a deal explode. I don't know, it's good for crowd control, I'm guessing. I don't know if it's as good as this helm where I'm getting Bone Storm. We'll see how it works. I just think everything seems to be just exploding on bloody impact. Yeah, we got this with 2 extra skeletal warriors. This is something I got yesterday, and I changed my build yesterday towards the end of my stream, which I've taken down because I had music playing in the background and stuff. Anyway, it's on my YouTube channel though. Playing in the background. Anyway, I was using Corpse Tendrils, and Corpse Tendrils works really well. It pulls in, but it's because it's on such a timer. Its use is really effective, but it's the efficiency and percentage of its uptime, I guess. That it's a great skill, and I'm not. You may be too overpowered if you could just constantly cast it and whip everything in the center all the time, stun hold and whatever, and that has its benefits. But I felt against bosses it didn't work, and my minions decided to drop high chance and the bone golem to drop corpses. And I use that to keep the minions healed as I'm running around trying to avoid things. But with Corpse Explosion and the fact that I've Shadow Blight, so the minions do extra damage bonus. This is after you have not taken damage for 2 seconds. Well, I could be taking damage all the time and it might never be up. And, well, this, because I am casting Corpse Explosion and, it becomes a darkness skill, not a shadow skill. Okay, hang on. Well, nonetheless, it puts a dot on the ground, and I guess with the... Oh, great. That's come up just as I... Actually, that might be useless. Let's try that. I don't know, what... Hang on. Actually, I think I'm going to give this a go. So I've got more direct damage. Like a controller. Anyway, so we've got these pants. These pants are more about damage reduction because I thought as I got into... Yeah, so then I've got this, Sacred dropped in Helltide or something like that. And because I started using Corpse Explosion, today I wanted to try it in conjunction. and the fact that it turns basically a corpse explosion into another minion, which randomly charges out and explodes. And it's been really great clearing rooms. I tested in the dungeon. It's got huge potential. It's fucking a lot of fun. And the corpse explosion damage is increased by 35%. So, happy bloody days. Not too bad. As I said, the pants defensive. 2 extra skeletal mages. So I've got 2 extra mages, 2 extra warriors. Now, I do have consumes a corpse, increase the damage of your next core skill by 40%, which goes really well with corpse explosion because you're constantly consuming corpses. But this is making it almost more vulnerable. And bone shards from bone spheres deal 100% bonus damage to vulnerable enemies and pierce them. So that's like, I lose one way, but I'm gaining tremendous another way, and I'm making a lot of mobs vulnerable. And which means I can just corpse explosion, which puts the darkness underneath them. So they're just taking multiple, and then the minions. So they're taking like direct physical damage from my bone spears. They're getting slow on them from the decrepify. They're getting darkness coming on them from corpse explosion, which is then having a random mob charge off and explode. So it's all, you know, there's all things happening here. And so then we move up here. Then we've got area control with Blizzard for the mages. We've got, if the skeleton lasts 10 seconds, they do 20% more damage. And Bone Stomp, when it goes up, lasts 6.5 seconds longer, which normally it's 10 seconds. So it's lasting another 50%, over 50%, 60% longer. I wanted to take this one out and put the equivalent of each time Bone Storm goes up, there's a barrier, and put it on a ring that I've got that I can upgrade to legendary, and but I don't have the item. But anyway, we'll work it out. It's all in motion. Anyway, I'm going to head for the hills, so I will see you later.